Hello, 7th grade. Today we're going to be talking about measures of central tendency again. So I want to start by just reviewing these 4 measures of central tendency and making sure we know what they are. So the first one here is the mean, and if you remember what mean is, that is a fancy way of saying average. And the way we find that is we add all of our values and divide by number of values. And we'll do an example of this in a second, but I want to get through all of these definitions first. The second one is the median. And what the median is the middle value number. So to find this, we order our numbers, order numbers low to high, and then find the middle one. Pretty self-explanatory. The mode is going to be our most occurring number and our most occurring number we find by seeing which number repeats the most. So this one, we just kind of look for it. And the range is how big our set of numbers is. So our range is how big our set of numbers is, and we find that by taking our largest number and subtracting our smallest number. And we should be pretty good to go with these definitions right here. Please make sure that you have them written down somewhere and that you can use them, because we're going to be using them going forward today. So looking at a data set I would like us to look at the numbers. I'll write this down a different color so I can separate it from the definitions. We have 28, 33, 31, 41, 42, 27, 75, 73, 38, and 35. Alright, so if we're looking at these numbers, the first one I want to find is the mean. So looking at the mean, I'm going to add all of these numbers up. So 28 plus 33 plus 31 plus 41 plus 42 plus 27 plus 75 plus 73 plus 38 plus 35. That is a whole lot of adding right there. For these problems, I'll let you use the magic box. Go ahead and use your calculator. That's okay. And after that, we are going to divide it by how many numbers we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers. So I'm going to add all these up, and I'm going to get 423 divided by 10, and that's going to equal 42.3, and that's going to be my mean. So 42.3 is my mean. Moving on from there, I want to see the median. So I'm going to take all my numbers here, and I'm going to write them from smallest to largest. So my smallest number is going to be the 27, followed by the 28. Then I have 31, 33, 35, 38, 41, 42, 73, and 75. And what we do now is we just have to find the middle number. So we're going to cross out from the outside, cross both of these out, cross both of those out, both of those, and both of those, but we have 2 numbers in the middle. So if we have 2 numbers in the middle, is we essentially average them or find the mean of them, but it's just whatever number comes right in the middle of these. So the middle number between 35 and 38, if I average those, would be 36.5 as my median. So 36.5 is going to be my median here. My mode would be an interesting one. So the number that occurs the most often. If we look at this data set, we don't have any numbers that occur more than once. So my mode is going to be no mode. There is no mode. Some people use the phrase not reported, but so long as you know that there is no mode because there is no one number that occurs more than any other number, that means that there is no mode, you're good to go. If you'd like to say not reported, that's okay too. And other than that, all we have to find is the range. So if we remember, our range is going to be the highest minus the lowest. And when we ordered them for median, we found the highest and the lowest. Our highest was 75, and our lowest was 27. And 75 minus 27 should be 48 range. We know we're doing pretty well if our mean and median are pretty close to each other. 42.3 and 36.5 are pretty close. They're not like exact, but close enough that I feel comfortable with these numbers, and we can move on to a different problem. So when we see problems like this, we need to make sure that we can analyze these numbers, because a lot of times they come in very real-life situations. So I have a list of yearly salaries in thousands of dollars, and I'll get a different color so that we can tell we're doing a different problem. So my list of yearly salaries, and all these are in thousands of dollars, but the first salary is going to be $32,000. I'm just going to write 32. Then we have 43, 34, 45, 32, 57, 67, 32, 67, 30, 85, 37, and 95. All right. So looking at these numbers, the first thing that I'm going to be asked to find here is to find the mean and the median. So to find the mean, one more time, we're going to add all of them. And we're going to divide by the number of numbers. So if I add all these up, I'll pretend like I have a magic box. And if I add them all up, I promise that I get $50,000. So $50,000 would be my mean. Or sorry, if I add them all up, I would get 5,000. So 32 plus 43 plus 34 plus 45 plus 32 plus 67, all of those added together is going to be 500. I am all over the place today. I'm sorry about that. Adding all 10 of these together, I get 500. Then divide by the number of numbers, which is going to be 10. That gets me 50. And overall, that means that my mean would be $50,000, because again, all of these are in thousands of dollars. But looking at it a different way, we could look at the median. So to do the median, I would have to line all of these up. I have 32, 30, 32, 32, 34, 37, 43, 45, 67, 85, 95. All right, and that's all 10 of our numbers, and crossing in from the middle, I have that my median is going to be the average of 37 and 43. The middle number there is 40. So my mean is 50, and my median is 40. So if I work at a company that has all these salaries, I would want to tell someone that the mean salary is 50, because that's a lot nicer, when really they're more likely to be making around $40, because that's the median. So all these are kind of strange things that you can do, but both of these are very valid ways to find the central measure, or the central number in the group. So you could legitimately say that the middle number here is 50 or 40, depending on how you do it. And what we're going to start looking at later on is what the best way is to find this middle number, and how you can mislead people by using different numbers, so tricking them, and how to prevent ourselves from being tricked. So today we did a review on finding the mean, median, and mode. We reviewed the mean, median, mode, and the range, and we looked at a couple more places where we might be able to use that. And please make sure we do the lesson practice at the end of our notes before coming into class, and I'll see y'all in class.